What's up guys, Alex here, and I am so excited because today we'll be talking about a burning question para sa lahat. That is, what is my purpose in life? Have you ever wondered, what is your purpose in life? Why am I put on this earth? What is the meaning of everything that I'm doing? And what am I meant to achieve in my life? Well, you're not alone. And today we'll talk about different tips that you can use to figure out your purpose in life, or at least the path that you should be taking. So if you've been having a quarter life crisis, just like me, then keep on watching! When you want to find out what your purpose in life is, the first thing you actually need to do is to detach yourself and stop asking that question. What is my purpose in life is such a big, loaded question that would lead to overthinking, overanalyzing, and ultimately, you can't take action. What should you do instead? Instead of phrasing it as, what is my purpose in life, I find that it's better to ask a more specific question, like, what can I do today that is important? Or what can I do with my life that's important? This brings me to the first step. Identify your core values. You need to know what is important to you. What's important is different for each and every person. It depends on your upbringing, it depends on different experiences that you've had in your life, and it's something that makes everything and everyone so beautiful and unique. There are some different ways to figure out your core values, but two that I find really useful are, first, going through a list of the most common core values that people have. They give these out in a lot of leadership and personality development workshops, but I've included a list in the description box below that you could sit down, reflect on when you have some quiet time to yourself, and really think about which values are the most important to you. You need to pick out your top 3, maximum 5 core values as a person, because if everything's important to you, then you're not really making anything a priority. And second, to journal. Sit down and reflect on everything that's happened in your life so far. Write down your highlights. These are your top, most memorable experiences that really brought you so much joy, happiness, and purpose. Write a little anecdote about each of these experiences, and also write down how it made you feel and why it was important to you. This activity is going to help reveal your core values, and you can check after you've identified your core values. Is this aligning with my life right now? And if not, then that's going to give you a little bit of a hint as to why you're even asking the question, what is my purpose? The second step is to be guided by your intuition. When figuring out your purpose, you need to drop down from the mind and into your heart. When you're trying to figure out what you want to do in your life, it's really hard to rely on your mind because it really tends to analyze, it tends to think, it tends to make so many reasons and to try to rationalize everything. But the truth is, you never really know your purpose. And that's why it's really hard to explain it or try to search for it in a logical way. Instead, you need to connect with your intuition. You need to learn to connect with your heart, to connect with your soul, and to be more in tune with what you as a person desire. When you're being guided by your mind, it's like getting into a car, checking Waze, and driving towards a destination. But when you're being guided by your intuition, it's like getting into a car, not checking Waze, not knowing where you're going, and just driving. And it's something that's really unnatural for a lot of people, but sometimes that's honestly what you have to do to figure out your life purpose. That's why so many people go soul searching. Everyone has a different way to do it, but it's actually an essential step that you need to take to find out what you were really meant to do. The third step is to turn your pain into power. I believe that suffering is never for nothing. There's always something to be learned from overcoming any battles that come our way. Sometimes when we're so comfortable in our lives, so stuck and trapped in our mundane routines, we get disrupted by something. And these disruptors, even though they're hard and we don't understand them yet at the time, they're actually calling us to our higher purpose. What you need to figure out now is what is difficult for so many people but easy for me. For example, it's really easy for me to diet. I can eat the same meal again and again, 3 to 4 times, even 6 times a day, every day for months at a time. Figuring out the specific struggle or sacrifice that you're ready to go through is going to help lead you towards your purpose. Another way to turn your pain into power is to heal your hurt to create healing for others. We all have had to go through challenges and negative life experiences. But if you have gone through a certain situation and it inspires you to help other people who are going through the same thing, then that is an incredible and fulfilling life purpose that you can pursue. Number 4, surrender and flow. You need to detach and let go from your idea of what your purpose or your destiny is. A lot of us have plans for our life, and that's really beautiful. But sometimes we need to also accept that when we're being pulled in a different direction, there's still a chance that that could be our true purpose. Just be open with everything that you experience, all the opportunities that come your way, all the people that you meet, everything that you're doing. Be open, be observant about how it makes you feel, what really is your calling, and that's going to help guide you towards the right path. You also need to just go with the flow. When you are on the path of your purpose, everything should be easy. When I say easy, I don't mean that you won't have to put any effort or you won't face any obstacles. But working on it should recharge you, not drain you. And everything that you do when you're on the path of your purpose should just be easy, like effortless effort. Even though you're actually working so hard, the work is actually giving you life and making you feel even more energy to do everything every day. Sometimes when there's so many hindrances, excuses, or obstacles from doing something, if you have to drag yourself to get something done, then it's not really meant for you. Because what you're meant to do, it's never going to feel like work. It's never going to feel like a burden, no matter how hard things get. Number 5 is to take action. So purpose is passion plus action. And without the action part, then you're really just daydreaming and you're not really living out anything. So identify the first 3 steps that you need to take towards walking the path of your purpose or whatever you believe is your purpose right now, and do it now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Nobody knows the full extent of their purpose until their life is over. But as long as you identify your values and align your actions with them, then have confidence and peace in knowing that you're already walking the right path. That's all that I have today. I hope that this helped. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any more tips on how to discover your purpose, then please leave them down in the comments below. Until next time!